Hello and welcome to Upside Down Crypto. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to plot and farm on multiple computers at the same time. This could be with your seed phrase or without your seed phrase using public keys. And a few tips on how to do it and best practices. So let's get started. There are two ways you can plot on a second machine using your seed phrase or your public keys. The general rule is that you would never ever share your 24-word seed phrase. So if you're using like a pool or a third party to plot or farm for you, then you must only use your public keys and only share your public keys. Never ever share the 24-word seed phrase. So let's assume that your second machine, it's your own machine and it's safe to share this 24-word seed phrase. So first step, what happens if you've forgotten what this is? Let's say you're logged in, you have your private key and you have your fingerprint and that's all good and you're Chia's mining and doing all that stuff, but you've forgotten what this is. It's actually quite simple to figure this out. So what you have to do is navigate to your Chia main command folder, which is found here in AppData, your username. The easy way to get to it is you just type in percentage, AppData, percentage, press enter, and you get to this folder. But you get to roaming usually. So head back to AppData, go to local, Chia Blockchain, select your current version, and go to resources, go to this folder here, and daemon. This is where you have to be, okay? So you could press on Shift, then right click on a white space and open PowerShell window. And then you're on this directory. Or you can just copy this. So you copy the whole thing. Go to your CMD, so you can open CMD from here. If you don't have PowerShell, which you would probably have PowerShell, but let's say you don't have PowerShell, and just change directory to that folder. So if you want to use PowerShell or command line, it's the same really. That's totally up to you. Let's use command line here because everyone has command line and it's quite similar in a Mac as well using the command line. So the command line is very similar to the terminal in Mac, kind of. What I usually do when I'm doing this sort of stuff, I copy and paste all the commands in a text file, like a plain text file, so I can then just copy and paste them into my terminal. Makes everything much easier, and if I need to repeat something, I can just come here, grab it, copy paste it. Just a tip. To find your seed phrase, you use this command here. I'm going to include all these commands in the description so you can copy and paste them. Just copy that, paste it here. It needs to be in this subdirectory. You paste it, you click on enter, and that will show you your seed phrase. It will be at the end. It will be a bunch of lines, and then at the end it will be your seed phrase. So I'm not going to do that, obviously. So after you get this, you go to your second machine. Let's call this machine coconut. Let's call the second machine pineapple to keep things simple and not confuse you. So from your coconut machine, you get your seed phrase, and you go to your pineapple machine, which is the second machine, and then you just click on import, and you put your 24-word phrase here, okay? And then you click on next, and that should import it, and the number should match your coconut machine. So the coconut and pineapple should have the same number. Yeah, so now I'm on my pineapple machine, it finishes with 078. On my coconut machine also finishes with 078. Okay, now we know we have the same key for both machines, which is very crucial. Another way you could do this is by using your public keys. So what you do is go here, then use this command to see what your public keys are. So go Chia keys show. Copy that, or just type it in. Enter, and you get your keys. So I have my public keys here, my pool public key. So the pool public key is used for public pooling. The official Chia public pooling hasn't been released yet, but there are a bunch of companies that are doing pooling. So never share your seed phrase with these companies. So we take this information from our coconut machine and we take it to our pineapple machine, which is the second machine. So now we're on the second machine. Just bear in mind that if you haven't had Chia installed, I mean, this is quite obvious, but make sure it's installed on the second machine as well. Yeah. Go to command line, go to this directory again on the second machine with the right usernames, obviously. So the only thing changes is username and your app version. So because this video is published today, so tomorrow it might be 1.1.7. So let's say we're on Pineapple now, the second machine, and we wanted to start plotting. It's quite simple, really. All you have to do is get this command line here, and where I've said insert farmer key, put your farmer key from coconut machine, from the main machine, and then insert your pool key here after this P from, again, the main coconut machine or the main machine, and that's it really. Just copy it, paste it into command line. Again, I'm going to include all these in the description. Copy, paste, but with the right farmer key and the right pool key which you obtained from your main machine. I have a video explaining how to use the command line, the very basics, and I'll link it below so you can check that out as well. I'm not going to explain it again. So on your second machine or Pineapple, there's one thing still left. You need to make sure you disable UPnP, and this is the command to disable UPnP. So again, copy that. Make sure you are on the right directory on the second machine. Again, it's the same directory as I explained at the beginning of the video. Just paste that command, and that would disable UPnP on this machine. So UPnP should only be enabled on your main machine, only on one machine, otherwise the Chia app will get confused. Just a quick recap, you can always click on Shift, right click, open PowerShell, instead of typing all that or copy and pasting that address. It will take you to the same place. So you could use PowerShell or you could use command line, is up to you. Now let's say you've been plotting on your Pineapple machine, your second machine, and you like to farm using the GUI on your main machine. How do you import plots? It's very, very simple. So go to plots on whichever machine you want to farm, and next to add a plot, there are three dots. You click on that, add plot directory. So click on add plot directory and navigate to the hard drive from the other machine. So if it's an external drive, you probably unplug it, plug it to your new machine, navigate to the plot directory and select the plot directory, and that's it really. Once that directory is added to your plots, it will automatically get added to farm. So it will be added here and it will start farming automatically. This is why it's very, very important you use the same key on both computers, the same public key for pooling and public key for farming. Otherwise it wouldn't be compatible with your other machine. So the easy way to check is really make sure this number here matches on both computers. Then you know you've imported the right seed phrases or public keys. Just another thing to mention, when you go through your plots, make sure they all have the same number here. Then you know it's from the same key. Thank you for sticking around. If you've enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. My subscribers have been scientifically proven to have better chances of winning a Chia coin. So make sure you do that and click on the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this video, smash that like button, and if you'd like to see videos on how to farm independently from different plots from different computers, then let me know in the comments below. As always, crypto out.